125, 10:42 a.m. Loscani walked alone down Via Innocenzo 3. It was hot and getting hotter as the sun moved higher overhead. In front of him was Stazione San Pietro. He stepped from the car and half-block back, leaving Scala and Castelletti to go on, and the station they were to come in, separately from either side, one arriving before Loscani, the other just off the road. They would be looking for Harry Edison, but doing nothing to apprehend him unless he learned. The idea was to give Loscani room to operate comfortably, one on one with the fugitive, to keep the thing as easy and relaxed as it could be, but at the same time to position themselves in such a way that if he did bolt, one or the other would be in his path. There were no other police, no backups. It was what Loscani had promised. Harry Edison had been good. His call had come into the Questura switchboard at 10:20. He said simply, "My name is Harry Edison. Loscani is looking for me." Then he'd given his cell phone number and hung up. No time to trace, nothing at all. 5 minutes later, Loscani called him from where he had been since his plane had touched down in Rome, and he had Scala and Cascaletti had rushed there. The crime scene in Father Bardoni's apartment. Loscani, this is Loscani. Harry, listen, we should talk. Loscani, where are you? Harry, listen, the train station at St. Peter's. Loscani, stay there, I meet you. Loscani, Harry Edison, Loscani, come alone, you won't know me. I know different. If I see any police, I leave. Loscani, where in the station? Harry Edison, I find you. Loscani crossed the street, closing in on the station. He remembered how he'd first planned to come upon Harry Edison alone, with a gun, to kill him for murdering Gianni Pio. But things had turned wildly, and with a complexity he could never have imagined. If Harry Edison was here, in the station as promised, he was still outside Vatican territory. So Loscani hoped was Father Daniel. Perhaps he had a chance yet before the whole thing crumbled into the hands of Tacchia and the police. Harry saw Loscani come in and close the lobby, then walk out to stand near the tracks. Stazione San Pietro was more a depot, depot, depot serving a small circuitous route through Rome. There were few people. Looking around, he saw a man in a sport coat and tie who might be a plainclothes policeman, but he had noticed The man a few moments earlier before Loscani had come in, and that made it hard to tell. Leaving the station by another door, he walked around the side and climbed down the platform from another angle, slowly without energy. A police waiting for his train, a police who had purposely left his full identification tucked under the bottom of the refrigerator in the kitchen of the apartment on Via Nicolo 5, number 5. Through an open door, he saw another and a man come into the station. His shirt was open at the throat, but he wore, he wore a sport coat like the first man. Now Lascani saw him, watched him approach. Harry stopped a dozen feet away. You were supposed to come alone. I did. No, there are two men with you. Harry was guessing, but he thought he was guessing correctly. One man was still in the station. The other had come out onto the platform and was watching them. Keep your hands where I can see them. Luscani's eyes were frozen on Harry's. I'm not armed. Do as I say. Harry moved his hands out from his vest. It felt awkward and uncomfortable. Where is your brother? Luscani's voice was flat. No emotion at all. He's not there. Where he is, he's someplace out. In a wheelchair, his legs are broken. Other than that, he's alright, mostly. The nurse is still with him, Sister Elena Vosov. Yes, Harry felt a third of emotion. As Locasini said Elena's name, he'd been right when he said they would identify her from what she's left behind in the grotto. And now he knew they were treating her as a willing accomplice. He didn't want her to be this involved, but she was anyway, and there was nothing he could do about it. Abruptly, he glanced behind him. The second man had come out onto the platform, keeping his distance the same as the first. Beyond him, a group of teenagers waited for a train, chattering, laughing, but it was the police who were closet. You don't want to talk me in. Loscani, not now, anyway. Why did you call me? The policeman continued to stare at him. He was strong and very focused, the same as Harry remembered. I told you we need to talk. About what? Getting Cardinal Marciano out of the Vatican.